Get ready for a whirlwind of news as we dive straight into today's top stories. First, we are tracking a major cultural standoff over a British icon. Gentleman's Relish, the legendary spread that has been a staple of UK pantries for nearly 2 centuries, was set to vanish from shop shelves forever after Ob World Foods ceased production. But fans are fighting back with a massive petition, and in a wild twist, the company is now officially exploring options to save the brand.
Never run out of battery again with the INIU portable charger, the slimmest 10,000 mAh power bank that keeps your devices charged on the go. Stay powered up wherever you go. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Next, we head to Denmark where a terrifying scene unfolded near Hillerød. A collision involving 2 trains has triggered a massive emergency response, drawing authorities to the site just north of Copenhagen. With reports of injuries and local officials like Gribskov Mayor Trine, Egetivid confirming that some victims had to be flown to the hospital, we are keeping a close watch on this developing situation as the investigation into the crash continues. In the world of business, the grocery landscape is facing serious turbulence. Sainsbury's has issued a stern warning that the ongoing war in the Middle East is poised to hit both their business and their customers hard. Chief Executive Simon Roberts is bracing for potential profit declines as cost of living pressures mount, leaving the retail giant and its shoppers navigating a period of significant uncertainty. Finally, the end of an era is here for high street shoppers as fashion retailer LK Bennett prepares to shut its doors for good. After falling into administration, the brand is closing all remaining standalone and concession stores in just a few days. With the website already dark and clearance sales hitting 80% off, time is running out to snag your final pieces. If you want to stay ahead of the latest news, hit that like button and subscribe with the bell turned on so you never miss an update. Imagine a food staple so legendary, even James Bond himself couldn't get enough of it, and now it is on the verge of vanishing forever. We are talking about Gentleman's Relish, a salty, savory, Victorian-era masterpiece that has been gracing British tables since 1828. After nearly 2 centuries of history, you would think this icon was safe, but the parent company, Ob World Foods, recently pulled the plug, claiming it just didn't have the commercial pull to survive in today's market. It is a tough pill to swallow for foodies who see this as a pillar of our culinary heritage, not just a condiment. Think about it. This is the same spread that culinary icon Nigella Lawson named as one of her top 10 British staples back in 2018. When a brand with that much history gets axed, it is more than just a grocery store item disappearing. It is a piece of culture being wiped off the map. But here is where it gets interesting. The fans aren't taking it lying down. A massive outcry, including a petition with nearly 1,000 signatures, has erupted online, demanding that the brand be saved. The message is clear. If you don't want to make it, sell it to someone who does. And guess what? It worked. Ob World Foods has officially backpedaled, admitting they have been blown away by the reaction and are now actively exploring options with third parties to keep the brand alive. It is a powerful reminder that when a community speaks up, even the oldest institutions have to listen. So I want to know, have you ever tried the legendary Gentleman's Relish, or is it a bit too old school for your palate? Drop a comment below and let me know. If you love seeing history preserved on our dinner plates, hit that like button and subscribe for more stories on the foods that shape our world. At the end of the day, some flavors are just too good to be left in the history books. Imagine waking up for your morning commute, expecting just another routine trip, only to find yourself in the middle of a massive emergency scene. That is the nightmare reality for commuters in Denmark today after 2 trains collided just north of Copenhagen. The crash happened around 6:30 a.m. near Hillerød, a quiet area about 35 kilometers from the capital. When you look at the photos coming out of the site, it is honestly jarring. The front ends of both trains are completely smashed in, yet, miraculously, both remained upright on the tracks. It is a stark reminder of how quickly a mundane morning can turn into a life-or-death situation. While we don't have a final count on casualties just yet, the response from local authorities tells us everything we need to know about the severity of this accident. Gribskov Mayor Trine, Egetivid confirmed on Facebook that multiple people had to be airlifted to the hospital. This is a critical artery for local residents. Employees and schoolchildren rely on this line every single day, which makes this tragedy hit especially close to home for the community. Emergency crews are swarming the area right now, working tirelessly to secure the scene and treat the wounded. We will keep you updated as more information surfaces on this unfolding story. If you found this update helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe for real-time reporting on global events. In a world that moves this fast, sometimes the smallest lapse in a routine system can remind us all just how fragile our daily safety truly is. Ever wonder how a conflict thousands of miles away ends up showing up on your grocery receipt? Well, it is official. The Middle East crisis is officially hitting home, and the UK's second-largest supermarket chain, Sainsbury, is the latest to sound the alarm. Following in the footsteps of their rival Tesco, Sainsbury's boss Simon Roberts has made it clear that while they are keeping a watchful eye on the bottom line, the real pressure is falling on the shoulders of the British consumer. It is a sobering reminder that global instability has a very tangible way of turning up in our local aisles. Since the escalation in February, the cost of living crisis has moved from a simmering concern to an absolute front-and-center priority for families across the country. In response, Sainsbury is promising to keep value as their primary weapon against these rising pressures, but they are also being remarkably honest about the uncertainty ahead. They are forecasting profits to fall this year, projecting underlying operating profits somewhere between £975 million and £1.075 billion. Now, looking at the numbers from the year that just wrapped up, it is a mixed bag. They reported an underlying operating profit of £1.025 billion, which is a slight dip of just over 1%, even though pre-tax profits actually soared by over 55% to $393 million. Revenue hit a staggering $33.6 billion, with grocery sales acting as the backbone of that growth. Even Argos, their retail arm, managed to scrape out a modest gain. Despite these decent figures, the mood remains cautious. The message from the C-suite is clear. They want your trust, and they are betting that keeping prices sharp will keep you coming back despite the global turbulence. It is a tough balancing act, trying to protect a massive business while the world feels increasingly unpredictable. So, what do you think? Are you feeling the sting of these global shifts in your weekly grocery bill, or have you found ways to adapt? Drop a comment below and let me know how your shopping habits have changed recently. If you found this update helpful, do not forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more insights into the economy. After all, in times like these, staying informed is the best way to stay ahead. Another giant of the British High Street is officially fading into history. If you have ever been a fan of LK Bennett, you might want to head to your local shop quickly because time is running out, literally. In just a few days, the iconic fashion retailer will be shutting its doors for good. It is a stark reminder of how brutal the current retail climate really is, even for established brands that have been around since the 90s. The writing has been on the wall for a while now. The company entered administration back in January, and while the brand itself was eventually bought out by U.S. firm Gordon Brothers, the same group behind names like Poundland and Laura Ashley, the physical stores were left out of that deal. Essentially, the brand survives, but the retail experience is being wiped clean. They have already pulled the plug on their website for online sales, leaving nothing but a countdown timer and a final liquidation sale. We are talking about discounts as deep as 90%, a clear sign that they are desperate to clear the shelves before the locks go on for the final time. It is always a strange and somber experience to walk into a store that is literally emptying itself out, knowing that in a few days, this space will be vacant. So, what does this say about the future of our shopping streets? It seems the physical retail space is becoming increasingly hard to justify in an era where overheads are high and clicks are king. If you have a soft spot for the brand, get down there before the last of the stock is gone. Does this hit home for you? Are you sad to see another high street staple disappear, or have you already made the switch to purely online shopping? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this quick update, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more retail news you need to know. Thanks for watching, and remember, In the world of retail, blink and you might just miss the end of an era.